Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Just scribbling some last minute details over here. We got a lot of things to talk about. A lot of people were surprised I was on last time, 2 weeks ago. What we did was, MNN was fixing the studios, and they got brand new equipment. We got a brand new format over here. And at the same token, I was doing Block Talk Radio. We celebrated a year. And I did mention in the last show we're going to do a show on Block Talk Radio for our second season. Radio usually doesn't do any seasons. So usually it's like 24/7. But we kind of timed it where I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that I was back on live. And we are back on live at MNN. We're celebrating 23 years this summer. And then now I'm going to go ahead and premiere Block Talk Radio. So they could be timed together. Now this show is bi-weekly. And the Block Talk Radio show, Videoland Express, same name. That's going to be basically that's basically a weekly show. Okay, the show is floating right now like this here. Usually we have a phone number. We take phone calls. We have the chat room open. Just to let you know, I need to do like maybe one more show. Have 3 shows in the can. Let everybody know that I'm back on live. What happened last week? Like a lot of people just tuned in at the last minute. Channel surfing and say, "You back on live?" Yes, I am. It is a live show every other Saturday at 5 o'clock. So you can see me on MNN.org for those who are not in the tri-state area. Just one thing. Also, on my website, which I'll get to the details, I also put a live stream link. And the MNN joined live stream as another alternative to see the show, but they have a chat room open. Right now, we're not connected to that chat room in particular. A lot of other shows are. Me doing the second show as is. We don't have the phone number up as of yet. The next show will have that. And the chat room. So if you're tapping in the chat room live stream, I can't see what you guys are tapping. Sorry about that. I should have put the link up until we secured that. But if you do tune in and you're on live stream, at least you know you can type in the chat room. Hopefully you're saying nice things and not bad things about me, because I can't see what you're typing. So it's the luck of the straw, you can say. But and the other thing, they don't save the chat rooms, unfortunately. So, but we're definitely going to clear that up. Anyway, but I am live right now, okay, and we're going to get right into the details. Now, a couple announcements. We're going to get into top 10 reviews, a little wrap-up of Comic-Con. You notice I got a couple of things over here. I don't know if you can see this. Yes, I got a lot of things to talk about that. So I'm going to connect the dots. That's the way I do it. So I'm going to go straight down the list, and then I'll start showing things in relation to what I'm talking about and that particular topic, like Godzilla, Superman, Percy Jackson's coming up. Why are you talking about that movie? Well, one of my ultimate idols is Ray Harryhausen. He passed away, and I'm surprised a lot of magazines did not cover him. This is the first one after so many months that finally put him on the cover of Film Facts. Famous Monsters, I don't know if they just decided to do Godzilla. Anyway, this is how it's going to work. So let me do that announcement. Website, very simple. Go to Google, search. Yahoo kind of throws you all over the place. Go to Google, type in Videoland Express. Voila! VideolandExpress.com pops up. You go, when you click on VideolandExpress.com, it goes right to the home page. There's no, Videoland Express, enter here, or click here, click there. It just takes you right to the home page. Home page, you go straight down. It has about 5-6 links. And the main link you have to worry about is, where am I on my G Plus page? You have to join Google Plus, and you'll have a Gmail. That's the best way to get in touch with me, because eventually I'm going to be looking for guest hosts. Not in this show in particular, but for that Block Talk Radio. But you'll get to see me on my G Plus page. That's Frankie Sun / Videoland Express. That's all in one page. Soon I'm going to have a business page of Videoland Express. Right now, you can reach me as Frankie-san. That's Japanese just for Frankie, believe it or not. If you phonetically spell that name, Frankie-san, that's 5 Japanese symbols, believe it or not. The N gets its own symbol. It's like be a fu, it'd be a ra, it'd be an N, it'd be a ki, and it'd be a san. 5 symbols comes out Frankie-san. That's the Japanese pronunciation of Frank. It's just my nickname that somebody gave me at the job. One time at the job, we had Frank, who was a manager. We had Frankie, who was a supervisor, and then it was me, Frank. So everybody knew I was a big anime fan, and one of the guys just decided to call me Frankie-san, and that's how the name kind of stuck, believe it or not. Everybody used to know me as Frankie B. There's 20 billion Frankie Bs on YouTube, and that's how I got switched the name to Frankie-san. But Frankie B is just the same. But to reach me on Google Plus is Frankie-san. You see the anime eye. I'm kind of repeating this from last time because a lot of people didn't get these details. So I'm just kind of covering the bases. Okay, so from the top, videolandexpress.com. You see the link for my G Plus page. You got to join Google. You get a brand new Gmail. You can write to me on Gmail, okay, directly. And with the next link, it will be my blogger page. The blogger page, I give out little details every day. Like I haven't done MNN for 2 weeks. I haven't done Block Talk Radio. I took a 2-month break. Am I really missing anything in the movies? Nah. Wait till you see what I go down the list. This has been a lousy friggin' summer. So I took a break just to make sure I concentrate on this here, getting this show ready and learn some of the new equipment, which I was kind of surprised with. But I was still there, a blogger, letting everybody know I'm here. I haven't gone away. I'm right there, right on my G Plus page, on my blogger page, and you have a direct link to that, and you see all the daily updates that I've been doing. And you also see the link, which is Black Talk Radio. That's why I'm going to be looking for my co-host. I'm also going to be looking for a moderator, and pretty soon we're going to be taking. I'm going to have two premieres, part 1, part 2, second season premiere, and I'm going to have. Basically, it's going to be me catching up with a lot of news. This is kind of like the short, abridged version. The Black Talk Radio gives me a chance to expand a lot more details on the news. You'll see when I go along. You say, "Oh, more details on Black Talk Radio." You'll get the hint. And also on my blogger page, it has a direct connection to Black Talk Radio. So you have 2 ways, just like this live show. Right now, if you see me in the New York tri-state area, I'm in channel 56, Time Warner somewhere. Verizon, I'm 80 something, I think. RCN, I'm 102, 106, something like that. If you're not seeing me in the New York State area, you see me on internet, MNN.org, and even through the chat room is not open, you can also see me on livestream.com. So, as far as the Black Talk Radio, is Black Talk Radio, you can put Videoland Express to search or use the direct link, or just go to my blogger page. There's a little widget that you just click on my blogger page, click on that widget on my blogger page, and it takes you right there to the radio show. And you also see Frankie-san. So it is officially Videoland Express, your host, but Frankie-san, there's another little widget there. What is that about? That's going to be the original music. A lot of people know I'm a musician. A lot of people haven't heard my music, and I'm finally going to go ahead. I'm kind of going back to my roots. So I got the radio thing going, I got the video, and pretty soon I'm going to have the music thing. So you're going to have 3 fun things to do with Videoland Express for the end of summer, because there's really nothing looking forward to. The 2 things I'm looking forward to. So I'm looking at my list. I'm gonna skip a little bit, which relates to everything. Let me see. I just want to make sure. Yeah. I didn't forget mention one thing here. On the G Plus, I started up a Godzilla community page. Okay, we got about 100 members. I really haven't talked that much about it, but what it is it's a community page. It's something like a Facebook. That Facebook just they messed everything up. A lot of people who set up G Plus got their own. A lot of people started a Doctor Who community page, Star Trek, Star Wars. We love movies. I started personally my Godzilla community page. And what that is if you're a fan of Godzilla, you can put pictures and posters. If you got they call it HS figurines, action figures that came out. They're kind of expensive. They go for like anywhere from $50 to $100. The little baby Godzilla is only like $50, and the King Ghidorah, they even have one on King Kong, and that's like about over $100. But the thing is big, and you can move the little figurines. You can actually move the hands, elbows, shoulders, everything. It's really nice. Okay, a lot of people are putting pictures and drawings and everything like that, and that's why the community page is. They're doing the same thing with Doctor Who, the Star Trek. So, if you're into photography, there's a big photography section there. So, I definitely recommend G Plus. That's going to be the future. If I'm going there, you should follow me. You know, I never let you down, guys. Anyway, with that being said, and also don't forget on Frankie-san YouTube. That's on our video page on our website. Because Frankie-san, we're going to be taping these shows in about 2 or 3 weeks. If you don't see the show at 5 o'clock, don't worry about it, because they're going to be posted on YouTube. But anyway, excuse me. So, the things I said I was looking forward to. Percy Jackson, Okay, and the Olympians, now that's coming out, I think, next weekend. And the reason I'm looking forward to this carrying on to the tradition of mythology, Greek mythology, by Ray Harryhausen, who passed away. And we're going to be doing a very special Block Talk Radio in about 2 weeks. First, I'm going to have to do those 2 premieres, okay? And those, part 1, part 2. Once I do the premieres, then we're going to do the whole Godzilla / Ray Harryhausen / King Kong. Because everybody knows King Kong is celebrating its 80th anniversary. Let me show you that magazine again. Ray Harryhausen, and it says the Lost King Kong spider scene found. Of course, Peter Jackson went ahead and did that, recreated that spider scene for his new version of King Kong, before he went back to the Hobbits and stuff like that. Okay, so there's a lot of great articles that really do cover Ray Harryhausen, and we're going to be covering his, and everybody said, well, you missed the birthday, you missed his death. No, we're still celebrating because Percy Jackson and Olympians is carrying on that tradition. Another one I'm looking for is Kick-Ass. The past 3 movies, Iron Man 3, I hated. If you look on our website, that's a best and worst, and I picked Iron Man as the worst picture this year so far. That was not a superhero, folks. Okay, that was not a superhero movie. Sorry, that's the way I feel. Superman was a letdown. I'll have more information. Wolverine, another letdown. But the one superhero movie I am looking forward to is Kick-Ass. Okay, that's why I got these things on board here. Okay, so let me see what else I want to mention. Okay, so it's going to be Ray Harryhausen and celebrating Godzilla. Okay, believe it or not, I just want to give you a little hint. It's sometimes I do trivia on the blog page, and I'm gonna give the trivia here. What does Godzilla have to do with westerns? Strange, huh? Closer than you think. I'm going to give you a hint, because I will be mentioning the Long Range in a second. It's not Johnny Depp, but it's one of the creative teams on Lone Ranger. Had something to do with Godzilla and never got made. That's a big hint right there. You want to cheat, go to IMDb, Internet Movie Database. We use that a lot. Movie reviews, we use DVD Talk a lot. Okay, don't go to Amazon, because they never give you the right ideas about the features. Now, right now, I'm in the middle of finishing. Actually, I listened to 4 commentaries. There's 2 sets of Godzillas. There's the Classic Media Edition. That's Steve Rifle. He's a big Godzilla fan, and he does 2 commentaries on that. And David Kellett does the Couturian Collection. I did not bring with me. I should have. And he does 2 commentaries. But basically, the 2 commentaries is the American version with Raymond Burr and the original Gogeta. This is the Gogeta version, Japanese version, that doesn't have any of the American scenes included. So many years, with a lot of us fans, we couldn't find it. Well, finally, they released it. It was Classic Media that released it. They did a great job, but they couldn't clean it up good enough. They released that version on Blu-ray, which looked even horrible. Don't even get that. It has this cover. Don't even get the Blu-ray, okay? But I think most people know that already. But the Couturian has a different color, has a drawing on it. Okay, you can take a look at DVD Talk, Godzilla, Gogeta, Couturian Collection. That also has both versions, but they really did a great job on cleaning that up. So we're going to be having a big Godzilla forum on the Block Talk Radio. So you can join us, and hopefully I will have the chat room and the phone number for that. So we can talk all Godzilla, because just want to mention, I'm going to go into the top 10 and connect more dots. The top 10, because right on the let me look on the bottom. Let's see, because Pacific Rim is in the bottom 10. It's barely going to clear 100 million US, but that's okay, because they can make up money on the marketing course. I'm going to save all that business side, because I just put a thing about George Clooney talking about how Sony is so busy pushing these tentpole movies that are helping small independent features. George Lucas and Steven Spielberg, I mentioned that in the last show. They're attacking. They both attacked the Hollywood industry. They're concentrating so much on these big tentpole movies, and they're turning out to be garbage. When I read the top 10, you know why? That they're not supporting a lot of the small independent pictures. Pacific Rim got lost in the middle. Warner Brothers didn't support it, didn't market it the right way. But they're getting the money back on the marketing in U.S. but internationally, it hasn't even opened in China. Well, excuse me, it has opened in China on Wednesday, but they haven't got the money figures in as of yet internationally. But it's going to get its money back. It's going to go into profit. Now, let's get into the top 10 because I'm going to be bringing up the Lone Ranger, which is known as the biggest bomb of the year. Let me bring up a Western right now. Lone Ranger internationally is bombing. Italy, the home of the spaghetti westerns. You figure it'll get at least 10, 20 million in Italy, right? Home of the spaghetti westerns. It hasn't even cleared $5 million in Italy. That is an embarrassment. That you can tell is a bomb. Matter of fact, Pacific Rim, they predict maybe 50, 60 million for China, maybe, hopefully. But it hasn't even opened in Japan yet. Come on, Japan. The Kaiju, Japanese for giant creature monsters, and mega robots, Japan, come on. That's pure profit right there. Hopefully, there's a big fan base because I'm on that G Plus community page of Godzilla, and we're hoping for a sequel. Lone Ranger, no tanto, no sequel, no Kimosabe. So, with that being said, I just want to bring this out. We had a clip on YouTube that made us take it down. Butch Cassidy, Sundance Kid. I'm huge on westerns. Again, the little trivia I said before. What does Godzilla have to do with westerns? You'll get the answer in 2 weeks, or you can listen to my Blog Talk Radio. I will put that quiz, and I'll give you another hint on my blogger page, that where you can find it. All that, again, is on my website, VideolandExpress.com. First page, you really don't have to go anywhere else. All the links are right there on the first page. Anyway, why I hated Iron Man 3 because I think Shane Black is an overrated writer and he's a lousy director. He is number one man because he's basically a writer. His idol is William Goldman. William Goldman is an Academy Award Oscar-winning writer. He wrote Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. He's probably best known as The Princess Bride. Billy Crystal, Andrew the Giant. You remember that movie, Princess Bride? That's William Goldman. He wrote that. I think he's a friggin' genius. I'm not a writer per se, but if I was a writer, it would be William Goldman. He will be my idol. He said on this, if you get a hold of this on Netflix, if you listen to the commentary, it's 30 minutes into the commentary, chapter 6, okay, on your DVD/Blu-ray. And he wrote a book, and he says the same thing. Nobody knows anything in Hollywood. And he still says it to this day. They don't. That's why they're making all these big, overrated tentpole movies, wasting $200 million. Jack the Giant Slayer. Did that need to cost $200 million, really? Anyway, and a Western should never be more than $100 million. Why they waste over $200 million? Okay. They supply me with everything but not aspirins in the studio. But anyway, but he says nobody knows anything. And in the commentary, and it's only a couple years old, but on the commentary he says they spend all this money on these big budgets because they figure they get twice the money. They're being greedy. At the same token, he said thanks to Jaws. That's right, Jaws. Dun, 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 Jaws is the one that started the whole blockbuster thing. Now it's all about franchises, and now is practically every other movie is based on comic books. That's why I brought this aboard. I already put in my top 10 list on Blogger, but I'm gonna, when Lone Ranger comes out, hopefully it has commentary. I'll go a review on that. Okay, so that's said and done. Okay, I turned it around to make sure I talked about that. And okay. Let's go right into the top 10. Okay, here we go. Boom. Two Guns is barely going to make $30 million this weekend. Have you seen it? I'll have the review on the premiere on my blogger page. 30 million. One of my favorites of the year, Pain and Gain, Mark Wahlberg. Come on. The Rock snorting coke of a stripper's butt. Yeah, baby. Okay, next one, Wolverine. Disappointing. For me, this could have been filmed in Vancouver. He was in Japan. They spent over $100 million in Japan. Really? And you couldn't even tell the difference, okay? First of all, the Bullet Train was from Spider-Man 2. Same ripoff. Him on the on the operation table, if you haven't seen the movie, I don't want to give any plot holes. But he's actually doing self-surgery on a table, just like Prometheus. Okay, and at the end, he's fighting a big giant robot. But there's a guy inside, Iron Man #1. And there's only 2 fight scenes, but most of the fight scenes are indoors. Only one big fight scene in front of the temple. They could have blue screened that. You couldn't. They should have had a big fight over by the Ginza Square. Ginza Square in Tokyo is like a Times Square over here in New York City. I thought the movie was just lame. I thought it was better than the other superheroes, but still lame. Okay, Smurfs, nobody wants to talk about. So the movie can go smart for itself. Barely going to clear $30 million. And this is the top 10 from the Friday estimates at the box office. Conjuring, horror movie is going to clear $100 million. I was bored out of my skull. And then again, anything about exorcism, the original Exorcist, William Friedkin, back in 1972, 73, I thought it was the funniest comedy of all time. Yeah, mother sucks in hell. Hysterical, especially the split pea soup. Oh, she turns her head. Funny, man. Mel Brooks should have wrote shit like that. But anyway, Conjuring, I was bored. At the end, I expel you. I compel you to leave the... shut up. It's all bullshit. I hate Exorcist movies. Anyway, Despicable Me, one of the best movies of the year. You've seen it? You know what I'm talking about. Those girls were so cute. I gotta admit, I listened to Steve Carell when he came out in full regalia, full costume, as the Russian guy on the Ellen Show. Good for him. I thought that was hysterical. Grown-ups, and ain't broken, don't fix it. Juvenile jokes, stupid mentality, and he's still grossing over $100 million. But now he's gonna do a sequel to the movie he did with Drew Barrymore, where she loses her memory, whatever it was called. Now he's got another choice. He's got to do sequels now, because his last movie is kind of a bomb. So he's got to play it safe. But one thing about Adam Sandler, none of his movies ever gross over $200 million worldwide. He'll never see that. So good for him. Turbo, the little snail that couldn't. It's filling at the box office just like Epic. Remember that movie that come back in May about all the little insects? It was basically Fern Gurley meets Bug Life meets another ant thing. Ants with Woody Allen and Stallone doing the voices. Well, that didn't do too good. Just a reminder, let me write that there. Okay, Red 2. I hated Bruce Willis. Die Hard, and they're going to make another one in Tokyo. Leave the franchise alone. It's dead. I figured Red 2 was good. It wasn't a bad movie. It is bombing. It's better off as a rental. See it on Netflix. The movie's bombing anyway. They're going to be out of well, it's not even making its money back. Okay, it's going to wrap up at $50 million. That's an embarrassing. The Heat, Sandra Bullock, and Melissa McCarthy. She was on Saturday Night Live. I'm calling the Carol Burnett / Lucille Ball of our generation, and they give her this crap. It was not funny, and she deserves better material. I'm calling it. Melissa McCarthy, we love you. Get away from this rated R garbage. You deserve better. What's the other one? The Identity Thief or something like that. And it's like vulgar dramedy. It's supposed to be drama. That's garbage. See how many movies are not being fun? Okay, top 10. Pacific Rim, hopefully it'll clear the $100 million. It's going to end at about 9,500. So, rest in peace, guys. Producers, don't ever do another movie like that. It's basically Men in Black meeting what's that other movie? Cage Heat? No, that's a. Do I have that? I didn't write that down. It was another movie with Treat Williams back in the 80s with Joe Piscopo as the comedian. Okay. Remember Joe Piscopo, Saturday Night Live? No? He played the comedian in Star Trek. Okay. I'll be talking more about Star Trek, the box set, which just came out. That also going to be a part of the premiere on Black Talk Radio. I am disappointed with the box set. I love Star Trek Redemption. They took the two-parter. They put a brand new commentary. And they have a good half hour explaining all the details how Rick Berman did not want to do this episode. They say Klingons should be in the background, not forefront. This changed the whole spectrum that we love Klingons. We want to see more of them. And the whole story about Michael Dorn, Lieutenant Wolf, they're trying to do a TV series when Bryan Singer's trying to get the show off the ground. Well, more details on a Black Talk Radio. Okay, just think of this as like a little preview of what we're going to be doing at Black Talk Radio, which I promise will premiere. Okay, Munster University. Loved it. That's going to be the another big hit of the year. The Lone Ranger, I explained why did it suck. Okay, Superman, and it's also a thing about Comic-Con. The best things I love about Comic-Con was the Planet of the Apes. They're going to go ahead with Andy Serkis, who's going to, pretty soon, he's going to become a director himself. And of course, the Godzilla exhibit. Okay, and the big news was, I said 2 weeks ago when I premiered the show back on live on the air, there was a thing about Superman and Batman. They announced it Saturday, Comic-Con, and that afternoon, about 2 or 3 o'clock, and I came on live, and I made the announcement to you guys right there. And now, and I said right off the bat, and I went home and I put on my blog page, it was desperation. When they see a movie like Despicable Me making more money than Superman, they had to put the Batman in there as fast as possible. So when are we going to get a sequel? I did put on my blog a picture which I started, and it's a background actor. I have done that for a while. The big film I did as a background actor, and I posted in what chapter am I? I'm in chapter 14, I believe. Chapter 12, 14 is when everybody's trying to get. It's underneath the Brooklyn Bridge. Everybody's trying to cross off. Anyway, that's the film that I was in as a background actor. Don't blink. Make sure you freeze frame or you're gonna miss me. That's always been a running joke. But it was in this picture. Everybody's making a big deal about Batman and Superman. It was in this picture when he's at the beginning of the picture. He's chasing the tiger. Excuse me. He's chasing the reindeer, and the tigers get the reindeer. He looks at the watch. We better get out of here. And that was filmed in Times Square. Well, it was all green screen, but the scenario was Times Square. But when he's running away and the camera pulls back, you see right on this side. Let's see how you be looking. Yeah, I think when you freeze frame, you'll see the Batman and Superman logo. That's been sitting around for almost 10 years. How? Because it was in this book. I'm going to be going more in details. The book is called Superman vs. Hollywood, How Finished Producers, Devious Directors, and Raring Writers Grounded in American Icon by Jake Rosen, forward by Mark Miller. And this goes into the details. And I didn't like Superman. I gave it a 3 only because Kevin Russell Crowe kind of saved the picture. But besides that, I like the science fiction angle, and I love the idea of them showing what I was going to say Klingon. The homeworld of Superman, I forget. Anyway, I just went blank there for a second. But anyway, I'll be talking more about this. The one Superman film I did like the guy released this year is Superman Unbound, where he fights Brainiac. Another story that's supposed to be Superman #3 with Christopher Reeve. When Christopher Reeve first started out, we got a clip on a YouTube page. I don't know if it's Apollo Movie Guy or Takeru Chichi. Those are the nicknames. Go to the website. You see streaming videos. The live streaming is all where we're doing the live shows. And that's the streaming videos. You see YouTube. You click on the YouTube. You see the 3 sites. Great Ship Down. Okay, and that was Christopher Reeve's first starring role, believe it or not. Well, he was like second banana, third banana, what you want to call it. But he's in that. We got a clip of that. Okay, and basically it was a 10-minute scene. I managed to squish it into about 5 minutes. Or was it a 20-minute sequence? I squished it into 10. I forgot. It's been such a long time uploaded, but it is there with Stacey Keach, David Carradine, a bunch of old school actors. Okay, so anyway, basically that's about it. And what Rolling Stone considered the biggest bombs as far as the budget compared to how much you earn. Rest in peace. Lone Ranger, Red 2, Internship, the movie that nobody saw, and White House Down. I thought it was better than Olympus Has Fallen and Die Hard 5, 6, 7, whatever they call it. So, anyway.